Let's talk about for your business. So if you're in business, whether you're a limited company or a sole trader, particularly this tip really, this main checkpoint, your limited company year end finishes on 31st of March, say, so it runs in line with the tax year. Or if you're a sole trader where your year will be the tax year, now's a good time to think about bringing forward any expenditure on the bigger stuff. So if you're going to go buy a laptop, go pick it up and start using it in your business before the 5th of April, before the 31st of March, if you're a limited company and that's your year end, what will actually happen is you could accelerate the tax relief. Many of these items have different allowances on them, things called annual investment allowance, or sometimes just the way the tax return works for your sole trade might mean you get a full allowance for buying this entire laptop. Although the laptop's going to last you many years, actually the relief available means you're going to get it all knocked off your profit now. So if you're thinking it's almost the worst time to buy it in those scenarios is kind of like the 7th of April, because if you'd bought it a few days earlier for your sole trade business, it could have impacted the next tax bill. So just think about bringing those things forward. Now, I'd never say to go and spend money just to save tax. We've done loads of videos on that. And I think I personally think it's a great video talking about what tax deductible actually means. But every time you're spending money, you're only saving a percentage of that money in tax. So you've got to know that it's money you were going to spend anyway. But if you were going to spend it, think about just bringing it forward. And this tip's particularly relevant without going too much into detail on it if you're a sole trader using the cash basis. So what that means is that you prepare your tax return and fill in your tax return based on the money you spent and the money that came in during the days. So of course, as you imagine, if you're going to go and buy a load of stuff and spend money before, you're going to have more expenses. That's going to reduce your profits, reduce your tax bill. But it's also relevant where you don't if you're thinking of using big equipment. So things like, I call them big equipment, but things like laptops, computers, they're the most obvious things we see. So do consider those and maybe bringing those forward a little bit.